Don Chimino, he asked, Mr. Morocco, it's been said that Andre the Giant either loved someone or flat out hated them. How did you and Andre get along? Also, did you ever wrestle Andre, which I believe you did?
Both, yeah. I got along great with him. In fact, he really put me over one time. We were in Hawaii after I'd retired, and he was on the card. I don't know what the card, Bam Bam and a bunch of the guys, and they're all sitting in the locker room. So I went down to Blaisdell, see the boys, and they're all sitting there. And he got up and he came over and he hugged me. And, oh, yes. But that was, that was kind of like a star in my chest. And, Andre wasn't, he wasn't too friendly with a lot of people. He didn't care for a lot of people. And then for him to do that, everybody kind of gave me a double. But I was with him when he first came over from France. He came to Vancouver, British Columbia, to do to work with Don Leo and to figure out some spots and stuff with Leo because he started in Montreal, Jean Ferrer, and he just no English, didn't speak English, or barely broken English. Still drank like a mother though. But he was a good, and then that was my first year in the business, and then later on going on, I never tried to be a giant or beat the giant. I mean, everybody I worked, I was pretty much my reputation or my story. Everybody I worked for, even if I didn't like the guy, I put him over and try and make him look good. Even if the guy was a real dick or whatever. And with Andre, I guess there were times when guys worked with him and tried to get themselves over instead of letting him get you over. Because if you weren't going to get yourself over with Andre, and I would just go out there. I would just go with Andre just to, just to do the giant. Somebody was where I'd tag in, go, I'd hit the ropes, he'd hit me, I'd take a bump, hit the ropes, then I'd run back and he'd turn on, bend over, I'd run into his ass and hang. Anything I did, I was always flying. Like Bobo Brazil, my feet never touched the ground. Only he was a bigger Bobo. And, it was just, he was the giant. What are you going to do? It's like, well, Hulk, I had to get Hulk heat with because Hulk was your number wrestler and pretty much so. But, when he's hulking up, coming back, I'm flying. I'm not going to stop him and pick him up and slam him in the middle of, or drop toe hold him or something in the middle of him hulking up. I mean, that's just stupid. You guys just do stupid stuff like that. They don't go even with the script, follow with not even a script, just
Do you remember anybody particularly trying to get one over on Andre the Giant in the middle of a match?
Oh, I know in Japan a couple of guys did, but like Bam, guys you didn't like. I did tell you about the Bam Bam Madison Square Garden match.
No, you didn't. No.
No, I didn't mention that.
No, I don't think so.
Bam Bam been going around. He'd been having $12,000-$15,000 weeks. He was working. I guess working with the Giant and involved in angles and stuff. He was complaining, knocking the office and bitching about everything. So they had him and Andre at the Garden in a single. And I guess, Bammer didn't have that kind of that attitude, or, he had a little attitude or a little star complex about him. And Andre was a McMahon guy all the way, senior and junior. So evidently, he was part of the office. Anyway, they wanted to ring in the Garden. They were a semi wind up or a singles match, and Andre laid on him for like 25, 30 minutes, just laid on him. Let him start to come back and do something and get on him again, and just beat the hell out of him. And then came back and everybody's all smiles. Bam Bam wasn't going to say anything. And I just so happened I lived in Jersey near Bam Bam, but he picked me up. Or my wife was gone to Florida or something, and his wife was gone, so he picked me up and I rode with him to the Garden. So there's an Argentinian restaurant in downtown Manhattan, New York City, where we used to go. Great steaks they had. So I go over there and had sangria So I'm over there at a pitch of sangria or steaks. I'm with Bam Bam. I'm buying dinner because, he drove me in. So, I'd buy the dinner. So we're sitting there, and the guy, there's a little tiny bar. There's just a little, but he had pictures of the wrestlers and stuff, and naturally Andre. So Andre comes walking down the street with Timmy White. Because it was one of Andre's bars, too. It was 3 or 4 blocks removed from the hotel we stayed in Ramada, where we stayed at New York. And I look, there's that. So, no, it's Andre. And I hope he's not going to beat me up again. But Andre just came over. Thank you, boss. Thanks, boss. And that was about it. And they went back, and we finished our steaks and drove back to Jersey. And he and Timmy White, I think they had a couple of good-looking girls with them too. I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Maybe that was another time. But Andre had a lot of women.
And there were probably a couple of good-looking girls with Andre, and also Timmy White was there.